Metadioherakia, plato koulurakia, koulurakia, koulurakia. O furnos tatapsisitos, piti thamirisi, koulurakia, koulurakia.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a special episode because it is being filmed for a very special occasion. If you don't know any Greek people, then you don't know that today is Greek Easter. Greek Easter is just like regular Easter, but better. Every year, a week or two before Greek Easter, my grandmother supplies us with hundreds of cookies. Hundreds of cookies called KOULOURAKIA. This year, my grandmother provided us with a tub full of cookies about a week ago. But considering we're in a pandemic and do nothing but eat all day, Chris and I have already finished it. So we figured, why not make 100 more? Because you can't have Greek Easter without KOULOURAKIA. I've decided to take the risk of not actually looking up how to do this on the internet and just speaking to my yaya one-on-one. We are going to need 5 roses flour because any other flour is subpar. Half a pound of butter, 1 soup spoon of Crisco, I'm pretty sure she meant tablespoon, 1.5 cups of sugar, 5 teaspoons of baking powder, a bit of cognac, 2 ounces of orange juice freshly squeezed. Finally, we need 5 eggs, meaning that we need 4 white and 1 yellow. I didn't understand, so I asked her to clarify. Yeah, did you mean that you need 4 eggs with the white and the yellow and then 1 with just the yellow? Yes, exactly, but you need to make separate. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So basically, I need 4 egg whites and 5 egg yellows.
Don't you mean yolks?
She called them egg yellows, so I'm going with egg yellows. Okay, so. In her instructions to me, she said that I have to add the butter, sugar, egg whites, then the egg yellows into a machine. I'm assuming she means KitchenAid mixer, and I told her I had one of those, so this is what I'm gonna use. Do you think it's this one? Babe, do you think I use this for wet ingredients?
For whisking, yeah.
It's a whisk. Yeah, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb.
They say the camera adds 10 stupidity points. Okay, Yaya says that I have to add my butter. So this is a full cup of butter cubed. Sugar, 1.5 cups. My grandmother said to mix the butter and the sugar until it becomes white, and I'm not really sure what she meant by that, so I feel like I'm just gonna keep doing it till it's smooth and assume that she meant smooth from white. So now I need to separate my 5 eggs. Here's the Crisco. Maybe putting the egg whites in is what she meant by keep mixing it till it turns white, because it's sort of getting this like white creamy texture. So my grandmother said to add some cognac to it. She said half a cup of cognac. My mom gave me some cognac in a Ziploc bag because we didn't have any jars. So then you need 2 ounces of orange juice, freshly squeezed. So her instruction with the flour was a little bit vague. She said 4 to 5 cups of flour. From what I know about baking is that it's mostly math and it's usually a pretty precise measurement. I'm gonna take 4 to 5 as put about 4 and a little bit in, and then I'll take the advice of my grandmother's sister, Yaya Vula, who said that if your dough sticks to your finger, you need to add more flour to it. Not that I've ever done anything like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and trust myself and roll with this. Scared myself. Okay, so as you can see, it's starting to get sticky and dough-like. That's after 2 cups of flour. I'm about to add a third.
this is what it looks like after adding another 2 cups of flour. So right now there's about 4 and a bit in there. So after getting off the phone with my yaya Kiki, where she explained to me all the ingredients and how to do this, my yaya Vula hopped on the phone and told me basically that in order to be good at this, I have to finish the dough with my hands and not with the machine. I think she thinks that the machine is cheating. I'm pretty sure I used the wrong tool. I think at some point I should have switched tools, but there's not much I can do about it now. So Yaya Vula said that if the dough is sticking to my hands, then I need to add more. So like sticking to my hands, I assume would mean like that, like it sticks to my hands a bit too much for rolling. So she said to add a bit more flour. So I'm really gonna go a little bit at a time. With the flour on the bottom, I'm kind of thinking that like maybe this will be enough added flour. You roll it into a little snake like this, and then when your snake is long enough, you twist it over like this, and then it's ready to be put in the pan. That's really ugly. So the cookies need to be glazed with an egg wash. So the egg wash is basically just egg yolks. So I'm going to repeat the same process again where I separate the whites from the yolks, and then I'm going to brush the yolk lightly onto the eggs. So obviously in the sea of vagueness that was the instructions to even make these cookies came more vague instructions about the temperature of the oven and how long to bake these cookies for. So when asked, my yaya replied with maybe like 350, and I was like, okay, so 350 then? She was just like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, all right, unclear. Then I was like, how long do I put the cookies in for? And she said, do you have a light on your machine? And there, yes, I have a light on my oven. She goes, okay, you make it 10 minutes, you check. If it's no good, you put maybe 5 more minutes. And that was the end of the instruction. So that's precisely what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in for 10 minutes, turn my oven light on, check, because I assume that I'm not allowed to open the oven door to let out heat. And then if it looks like what it's supposed to look like, I'll take it out and try it out. Oh, they're fat. I think I put too much baking powder. They're Look how fat they are. That's ridiculous. I don't think it's right. Well, the first batch was a little bit of a failure, not because they're not right, but because they're really, really fat, okay? So I think what I'm gonna do is re-roll all of these smaller and see if that changes anything. Hopefully this batch turns out a little bit better than the other ones. We tried them, they're really, really good. The shape is just all wrong. So in order to fix the aesthetic, hopefully batch 2 will come out a little bit better. So I'm about to take the second batch out. They've been in there for about 14 minutes and they are not as fat. Thank God. That's more like it. Okay, so it's the next day. I didn't film the outro last night because, to be honest, I was completely exhausted and it was like 10 o'clock at night by the time I was finished all the cookies. After a few tiny mistakes, I think I finally got all of the measurements down packed. I'm gonna put everything in the description bar below. So that's a wrap on this video. Christos Anesti to all my Greek people. Enjoy Greek cookies to all of my non-Greek people, and have an awesome day.